is the 3rd day of August, which means that it's a month or 6 months and 2 days until I turn 16 and get my permit. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little excited. So anyways, this video, in case you couldn't tell from the title above, I'm just gonna be talking about homophobics and homophobia and being gay and lesbian and bisexual and pansexual and transsexual and drag queen and whatever you believe in, and how I think it's ridiculous that we live in the 21st century and that we're still fighting for this. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay, so let's get down to business. So if you're friends with me on Facebook or on Twitter, you saw that a few months ago I posted that it's coming out that I'm bisexual. Or you also saw the that questionnaire, the 100 questions that I answered last night about 3 a.m., also stating again that I'm bisexual. The thing is I post my opinions on Facebook all the time. That's basically what Facebook is for connecting with people and stating your opinion. At least that's what it is to me. And I state my opinion sometimes way too much, and I get hate for it. But why is it, I'm fine. People are gonna not like the video or what people are not gonna like what I have to say sometimes, and people are gonna agree with me. That's gonna happen to everybody. So whatever hate that you get for whatever you post online, unless it's something like you're posting naked pictures of yourself online and you're underage or something like that, people have no right to tell you what you can and cannot post. It's your life, it's your account. They can delete you as a friend or unsubscribe or whatever if they don't like it. So, and then I was thinking about it, we're watching this whole Chick-a-filet thing unfold is horrible. Because we're in 2012, we're almost done with 2012, we only have 4 months left in this year, and it's gonna be 2013. We're in the 21st century, and we've been through women's rights, women's voting, which is pretty much the same thing, blacks' rights, women in the workforce. We've done a lot of stuff with women, it's whatever. Just everything. And we've done so much for everybody in this country. And now gays want their rights. Gays want to be able to get married and have the same rights as other people. A civil union, which means that you've been together for 7 or more years with your significant other, you get 173 rights that married people would get. So you get whatever, if you need Medicare as a couple, you get Medicare. And things like that from the government. However, if you're married, you get 1,162, I believe is the number, rights from the government. So I understand why gays want to be part of, be able to get married and be happy, and people are allowed to be happy and love who they want, so I don't see why that is a problem for other people to, understand and get the grasp of. And so why are we now in the 21st century when we're apparently so advanced and people are saying that we're the best country in the world, which we're not anymore. We're up there, but we're not the best country anymore. Why are we still fighting about healthcare? And we have enough healthcare places and we have government healthcare. Why do we need whatever? Not part of this video, it just bugs me. But why are we still fighting for these people's rights? We all have rights. Women have rights, men have rights, blacks have rights, Hispanics, Jews, Catholics, whatever you are. We all have rights. So why can't gays have rights? Why are we still calling them a minority as long as with Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and blacks and Asians, which Asians aren't the minority anyways. Why did I say Asians? Whatever, regardless. Why are we considering them a minority? They're still people. We're all still people. Why do minorities get treated differently than Caucasians in America? I think it's ridiculous that we separate these groups together. We're all Americans, and there's people who want to be Americans who try, and gays, not in America, don't have rights. They have less rights than an illegal Mexican does. Because just think about it, illegal Mexicans can come over here, be, for the most part, undiscriminated against because they know what jobs to get illegally, and they can basically do whatever and get away with whatever they want because they're from Mexico. So why can't gays... I know gays who have gotten kicked out of jobs because they openly talked about how they were gay and how they had a boyfriend or fiance or significant other at home that they had a partnership with or were dating. They don't even have to be at home. Oh, hi, Hat. But it's things like that. Why are they treated differently? They're still human beings, and I don't understand why we're boast about how, oh, we have all these rights now, and they still don't have rights. They should be allowed to get married just as much as the next straight couple. They've been together, they've been loyal together, so why can't they get married? Only 6 states out of 50 states are allowed to have gay marriages by the state's agreement. But in like 22 states, you can pretty much just marry, you can go have sex with a horse. And in like 32 states, you can marry your first cousin. So it's not considered incest if you marry your cousin, or you can even marry your brother in a couple states, which is just fucking weird. I'm sorry, that's just weird. But you're not allowed to marry somebody that you fell in love with, who isn't in your family, who isn't another mammal or animal or vacuum cleaner, whatever. Why can't these people be happy like everybody else? You have the right to be happy. And I'm pretty sure it's stated somewhere that we've come to America for freedom and the right to pursue happiness. So why can't they pursue happiness? Why can't they be free to marry and have their own opinion? It only makes it worse when restaurants like Chick-a-filet get involved in politics, because then you're either gaining business or you're losing business. It doesn't matter. But there's all this stand up and yelling and screaming and fighting about whether or not this is right or not. I personally don't think it's right, but that's also because I'm bisexual. But regardless, I don't think it's right for restaurants to get involved in politics. And especially don't think it's right for one person in that company to come out and say, I don't agree with gay marriage. Whatever your problem with it is, whether it's imagining gay sex, or guys kissing, or girls kissing, which, side note, what is it with people assuming that it's absolutely fine for lesbians, but not okay for gay guys? I'm sorry. I understand if you watch lesbian porn, but honestly, do you want to watch, is it just the skinny girls with the big boobs that make out with other girls with skinny girls with big boobs? Or do you also watch everybody else who's a lesbian make out and have sex? So why is it any different? It's not. They're all the same, and half the time those girls are just acting, because that's what their job is to act and to please you. So most of them aren't even lesbians. Sorry. So, cut off side note, back to the original point. Why did he get involved in politics? You're a restaurant owner. Why are you in politics? This makes no sense to me. You're straight. I understand. You have a wife. You probably have kids. But you have no right to go out and speak for an entire company. Oreo, on the other hand, I don't agree with the fact that they came out and were openly like, we support gay. Nabisco, I'm sure, as a whole, is indifferent about it. But Oreo specifically came out, as most of you know, in May or June or something, and came out and said, we support gays. That's their opinion, but also mind you, that was an entire executive opinion. It was a picture of an Oreo with a stuffing in the middle and a rainbow. That was clearly an executive decision, and the graphic designer had to agree with it, and all the other people at the company pretty much had to agree with it. Most of them did, before they could go out and state this. So why couldn't Chick-fil-A do that? Why couldn't Chick-fil-A get together as executives and come out and say, in a tasteful manner, we don't believe in gay marriage. We don't support gays. We don't support gay rights. It's food getting involved in politics. I'm sorry. I'm Italian. Food is my everything. Why is my food fighting with each other? Doesn't make sense. Especially dead chickens. What the fuck? Why is everybody in a whole fucking run amok, making a big deal about this? It's just, I think everybody in the company should have agreed with it. And I'm sure there's gay people who work for the company. Just like I'm sure there's straight people who don't agree with gay rights who work for Oreo, doing whatever, or the people who sell Oreos, or whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a freaking long video, and I'm done talking now. But I just think that gays should be able to have their rights, just like everybody else should be able to have the rights and have their rights. So why should it be any different for anybody else?